Good morning and thank you for joining us here. I'm China Green.
And I'm Matthew Herchick. We will get to your weather and traffic in a minute, but first we are following breaking news overnight. Eastbound Highway 26 is shut down at the Sylvan exit after a person was hit and killed earlier this morning near the Oregon Zoo. Our Devin Haskins is live right now at the scene. Devin, the medical examiner just showed up, so what can you tell us?
Yeah, they did, and I want to give you an idea of where we're at. So if you're familiar with the Oregon Zoo, this is the overpass that goes over Highway 26. Right now, that is part of the shutdown. So if you're trying to get around this closure, thinking, well, you can just get off at the Sylvan exit and take the Zoo Bridge to get back on 26, that is shut down, so that is not going to be an option. Highway 26 at the Sylvan exit, as you said, eastbound is shut down, so that's going to have a major impact on the morning commute, especially from those coming from the west side trying to get into downtown Portland. Let's go to some video that we shot earlier this morning, kind of showing the police response and they're part of their investigation. Portland police called out just before about 1:45 this morning about a person hit by a car. And when they got here, they say they found a person dead and say the driver had already taken off. Portland police have not released any details about the person that was hit and killed, and are also not releasing any information about the car that hit that person. If you're heading into Portland this morning, again, you'll want to avoid eastbound Highway 26 through this area. It is shut off at Highway 26. This will be shut down for several hours. Police say this has already been shut down since about 1:45 this morning. It's unclear when it will reopen and how much longer they will be out here, but no doubt that is going to play a bigger impact. Chris, for all those detours and how to get around this, let's send it over to you.
Yeah, busy road, right? So the Sunset carries on average about nearly 150,000 cars and trucks a day through this stretch. So divide that by 2, that's what, 75,000 cars that are running eastbound there. That's all the traffic that's basically going to have to divert around this. So there's the closure right now on our ODOT camera here. You can see traffic again diverted off the freeway at Sylvan, and then you'll follow Skyline Boulevard over to West Burnside. That's basically your best detour. There are some other routes, but that's really the main one. And obviously traffic is going to start to get pretty busy here coming down the hill on West Burnside as well. We've had photojournalist Alyssa Taylor here stationed on West Burnside. The headlights coming towards you. That's the inbound commute of all that traffic coming down the hill. That is already normally a very busy road, and obviously it's going to get a whole lot busier as we go through the morning commute. We'll keep you posted, Rod.
All right, Chris, thank you for that. Pretty morning, depending on where you are. We have cloudiness along the coast generally, increasing clouds into the valley. Here's Seaside Live this morning. So far being reported as dry, 61. There may or may not be a touch of some traceable raindrops on the coast at some point this morning. Shalem Tasting Room in Sherwood so far has been more clear than not. There's the rising sun now coming up, 55 degrees. But you roll into downtown Portland and the clouds are not totally solid yet, but they're getting there. We're at 61. So increasing cloudiness right now, overcast noon at 68 degrees, but dry. And then later today, the clouds start to break up and we should be pretty comfortable. I have us at 77 degrees. Back to you.
Rod, thank you very much. Well, according to Oregon's wildfire dashboard, more than 1 million acres of land have now been burned by wildfires, and the state is on pace for its worst fire season on record.
Yeah, the worst on record was in 2024 with over 1.9 million acres burned, but that was for the entire season. And right now it's only July. Across the state, there are dozens of active fires burning. Right now, more than 32,000 people are in some kind of evacuation zone.
Much of central and eastern Oregon dealing with poor air quality because of those fires. Yesterday, the Department of Environmental Quality issued an advisory for 13 counties in Oregon. That's about a third of the state being warned about unhealthy conditions.
And one of the largest fires in the state is the Roe Creek Complex fire, which has burned more than 215,000 acres as of last update. So far, crews have kept this fire from destroying any homes. Fire officials say they don't typically see these dry conditions, high winds, and lightning until August.
Almost unprecedented for all of these to start almost at the same time, and the magnitude of the growth of all of them has just pretty much overwhelmed the systems.
Meanwhile, in Warm Springs, the bench fire has grown to more than 40,000 acres with 0% containment. So far, 6 homes and 5 outbuildings have been destroyed. We spoke to tribal member Ela James, who says her community is devastated.
And this is all we have. For a lot of people, it's their start and where they were planning to spend generations. So it's hard for a lot of people.
Stay with KGW as we continue to track the spread of the dozens of fires burning across our state. You can find the latest anytime on air, online, and on our free streaming apps.
Meanwhile, we're learning more about what sparked a fire in Happy Valley over the weekend. The Clackamas Fire says fire inside the city's Public Works Operations building was started by an off-road vehicle parked inside. It's not clear why the vehicle caught fire, but it prompted a brief shelter in place and air quality warning since the building housed lawnmowers, gasoline, and other park maintenance equipment. Meanwhile, Portland police have arrested a fourth person, a 15-year-old boy, in connection with the deadly shooting of a convenience store worker. Santi Rai was found shot to death at 3D's Grocery in southeast Portland late last year. Police have also arrested 3 other minors, a 12-year-old and 2 15-year-olds, who are all in juvenile detention. Police arrested that fourth suspect on Friday. Rai leaves behind a wife and 2 children.
Authorities are searching for the people they say set off fireworks inside a Salem concert venue and blew a hole in the roof. This was just after midnight on July 5th at the Riverfront City Park Amphitheater. This video from Salem police shows a group of at least 5 show up, then set off fireworks, then 2 motorbikes show up and start doing donuts. Anyone with information should call Salem police. Well, rescue crews were able to find and rescue an injured hiker in the Columbia River Gorge. The Multnomah County Sheriff's Office says they fell off the Wachella Falls Trail. Search and rescue found the hiker about a half a mile away from the trailhead. They were then taken to the hospital. We're waiting to hear how they're doing.
2 children were found safe after they went missing near Goose Lake in the Guilford-Pinchot National Forest. The Skamania County Sheriff's Office began searching for the children Sunday afternoon after they were picking huckleberries and became separated from their family. Crews found them walking together uninjured near Forlorn Lakes Road. They were safely returned to their families. Now the Sheriff's Office is reminding people visiting the area to remain aware of their surroundings. Always carry navigation and communication devices when possible, and choose a meeting place in case you do ever get separated from the group.
The Oregon Health Authority is warning people not to swim or do any other activities in the Prineville Reservoir. There is a visible algae bloom in the lake, and recent tests show levels of cyanotoxins above the recreational use limit. You should avoid swimming in the lake or doing other activities that put you at risk for swallowing or inhaling water in areas where the bloom is present. Same goes for pets. While the toxins are not absorbed through the skin, people with sensitive skin may also get a puffy red rash. If you're camping near the lake, bring your own drinking water. OHA says drinking water from affected areas is dangerous and the toxins cannot be removed by boiling or filter.
Oregon Parks and Rec's Whale Watching Center and viewing area in Depot Bay will soon be closed for repairs. Crews will be replacing the roof and fixing leaks on the deck. Work is expected to start on Saturday at the earliest, but don't worry, there are plenty of other places to go whale watching along the Oregon coast from Astoria to Brookings.
Well, check out this incredible scene in California. A lifeguard rescuing a boy from some rough surf out there. The boy apparently got overpowered by the waves and was swept out to sea. At one point, beachgoers tried to assist the lifeguard, but were also hit by the hard waves. A second lifeguard was able to jump in and help bring the boy safely onto the beach. A lifeguard supervisor says while they appreciate the beachgoers trying to help, they say it often leads to more problems.
Yeah.
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah, I remember when I worked in North Carolina, it's great that people want to help out, but oftentimes they end up getting hurt or, making the situation more difficult. So glad he was safe though, Rob.
See, once we had a wonderful anchor on the show, Nina Melhoff, and she tripped during a live shot and she fell. And I was criticized for remaining sitting in my chair and not helping. But it turns out I did the right thing.
I have to show you this video because it is diabolical.
I've either heard this, I've heard the story. I'm not
for you.
certain I've seen the video,
For some
but
reason the story became legendary. I don't know why, but
Was
according
there
to
a rod
that
on
story,
I'm not sure you're going to get off the hook here, Rob.
no, according to that story, I did the right thing. All right, here's a look at our Oregon Veterans Home camera out in the Dalles. Wasco County and the Dalles under an air quality alert for today through noon tomorrow. Now, right now, it doesn't look that bad, so that's good news. 67 degrees is your temperature there. This is really pretty. Look at some of the sunlight bouncing on the bridge there. The Vancouver, the Springs at the waterfront from Vancouver are 59. These are increasing clouds coming in with a cooler push of air at this hour. I do expect the clouds to become more widespread in the coming hours this morning. 55 up in Battleground, 55 in Oregon City, Happy Valley, and Sherwood. So, and 53 in Forest Grove. So another fairly comfortable start to our day with the windows up, as we say. 52 in Dallas and 50 down in Corvallis. Our temperature March is pleasant with cloudiness increasing this morning. 70 degrees at noon. That'd be nice. 73 at 1 p.m. Now, I do think we have a good chance of holding in the 70s today for Portland. The map says at 5 o'clock, 70s from Kelso down into Albany, 60s at the coast today. Maybe there's a trace of moisture somewhere along the coast today. That's it. Otherwise, we're all dry. We've got 80s, but it will be really smoky, obviously, in much of eastern Oregon and parts of central Oregon today. 7-day forecast numbers, 77 today. We get more back into a mostly sunny pattern, but only low 80s tomorrow and Thursday. Could be 90 on Friday. I left it at 89, and then a more comfortable weekend to come. Here's Chris.
Okay, Rod, thanks for that. A reminder, we've got that big traffic alert on the Sunset. Highway 26 eastbound is closed because of a crash investigation at the zoo. Eastbound traffic being diverted off the freeway right here at the Sylvan exit. So from there, you'll take Skyline Boulevard, of course, to West Burnside. Photojournalist Alyssa Taylor is actually stationed on West Burnside, not far from Uptown Shopping Center near 23rd Avenue. And you can see already that inbound down the hill commute getting very busy. Guys, we'll keep you posted on this. The crash happened around 1:45 this morning, so it may take another hour or two or more before that Highway 26 commute reopens. We'll certainly let you know.